What's up, YouTube? It's Hella Dope Orca, back again, armed with a suit, some sass, and absolutely zero idea what I'm doing. Welcome to another episode of How Not to Be a Hitman But Still Get the Job Done. Today, we're hopping on an imaginary flight, first class, of course, to New Zealand. That's right, we're heading to the beautiful beaches of Hawke's Bay for the mission Nightcall. It's moody, it's rainy, it's basically an Airbnb break-in simulator with murder vibes. Now, let's talk about the mission. Here's what the lovely folks at ICA told me. Greetings, 47. The ICA board has accepted Providence's contract. Eliminate the shadow client, neutralize the militia, find the bad people, do the thing. You get it. Apparently, based on my previously incredibly subtle rampage through Colorado, we've tracked down a key militia member, Alma Raynard. She's a former eco-terrorist, an infiltration expert, and the ex-girlfriend of the late Sean Rose. So, basically, she's got a whole Tinder bio full of red flags. She's chilling at a beachfront property with her new partner, Orson Mills, who sounds like a discount cologne but is actually a former cicada mercenary. They're laying low, possibly planning some global elite takedowns between Netflix binges and organic kale smoothies. But here's the twist. We're not supposed to kill her yet. Nope, this is a recon mission. We're just supposed to sneak in, gather intel, and not murder anyone. Which, if you've seen literally any of my previous videos, you already know this plan is doomed. Will it be clean? Probably not. Will it be Silent Assassin? Ha! You sweet summer child. Will I hide in the closet for 5 minutes just to choke someone out with a piano wire? Absolutely. So, buckle up, my fellow agents of accidental chaos, and let's stumble gloriously through Hitman 2's tutorial mission, Nightcall. We kick things off exactly how you'd expect a high-stakes infiltration to begin. On the beach, in the middle of the night, stepping off a mysterious boat like I'm auditioning for a James Bond reboot. But I forgot my lines, and possibly my pants. Our mission, get into the house. Good news, no one's home. Bad news, that means it's eerily quiet, which makes me feel like I'm in the first 10 minutes of a horror movie. You know, the part right before someone gets stabbed with a garden gnome. As we tiptoe our way up the beach like Agent 47's trying not to wake up his grandma, the game's tossing tutorial tips at us like, hey dummy, don't forget your training. Thanks, game. I was totally gonna try to use a banana as a silencer. On the way, I decided to take out a few security cameras. Not because I'm stealthy or anything, but because the game suggested it. And I'm a people pleaser. I treat tutorials like sacred gospel. You want me to crouch? I crouch with purpose. Then I do the classic Hitman thing and sneak around the entire perimeter of the house instead of just going through the front door like a normal person. Why? Well, because I'm 97% sure there's an achievement for walking in a circle. By the pool, I find a screwdriver just casually chilling. And look, I don't care if it's Chekhov screwdriver or Bob the Builder's favorite tool. I pick it up. You never know when you'll need to tighten a screw or stab a guy. Dual purpose. Eventually, I make my way inside and boom, murder scene like full-blown crime podcast levels of grim. I'm talking blood, bodies, and yikes energy. I'm guessing these were the actual owners of the house until our lovely militia friends decided to crash their party forever. But Diana chimes in and tells us Alma probably killed them to steal their identities. You know, normal spy stuff. I can't even memorize my own Netflix password, and this woman out here is living fake lives. Naturally, I start poking around the place like I'm on an HGTV episode called Murder Homes, the Poison Edition. And I find a lot of things you can poison. Like, way too many. This house is either a death trap or everybody here has IBS. So, what do? I pick one at random and poison it. Yep, just spin the wheel of fatal snacks and hope for the best. It's like Russian roulette, but instead of a bullet, it's rat poison. Who says this job isn't thrilling? While snooping around like a nosy HOA president with murder clearance, I stumble across a message from a repairman. Apparently, the bathroom ventilation system needs fixing. Cool. Not suspicious at all. I don't know what that means yet, but I've watched enough spy movies to know random maintenance issues usually lead to something shady. File that under future crimes. Eventually, I head upstairs because where else would someone hide something important? The attic? Please. This is New Zealand. We're all about luxury, an open concept danger. I try to access the computer, and shock of all shocks, it's encrypted. Really, Alma? You're over here planning global attacks, but still paranoid enough to password protect your MacBook? You're lucky I didn't try password 123. But then I spot it. Painting, just hanging there, being all suspicious and out of place, like a guy wearing socks with sandals. I give it a poke and boom, secret room, jackpot. This room has everything, guns, blueprints, probably a Spotify playlist titled Mood, Betrayal. I grab a password dongle because I'm a professional, and I see it, a shuriken, on the wall. I don't even think, I just grab it. You know, when you never know when you'll need a razor sharp ninja star in suburban New Zealand. Hey, I don't make the rules. I peek at Alma's next big evil plans, take a dramatic pause like I'm in a Jason Bourne flashback, and then finally return to the computer, dongle in hand and confidence in overdrive. Log in, Diana pops in my ear and starts doing her exposition thing. No sign of the shadow client, but we do get some hot tea on Robert Knox of Cronstead Industries, who, surprise, is connected to Providence. And just as it's getting good, bam, a whole squad of protein shake powder mercs roll up like they're late for leg day. But it's fine. I'm Agent 47. I got this. Probably. Alma strolls in with two guards like it's just another Tuesday. Meanwhile, I'm upstairs having a full-blown existential crisis in my tactical turtleneck. Suddenly, guards are everywhere. One of them says they're going to sweep upstairs. So, I do the most logical thing imaginable. I hide in a laundry basket. Briefly. We won't talk about it. It was a low moment. I sneak my way downstairs like a man with bad knees and good intentions, and I find a propane tank in what appears to be a maintenance room. Naturally, I grab it because nothing says subtle hit like a combustible metal drum. Now, the hunt is on. I stalk Alma like I'm on an awkward first date, just lurking around corners, breathing weirdly. Eventually, I see my window. I throw the propane tank near her, and they're like, "What's that?" And I'm like, boom, one bullet, one explosion, one dead target. Miraculously, only she dies. Of course, that causes absolute chaos. Everyone's screaming, panicking, drawing weapons. I do the only sensible thing. I'll run to hide in a deep freezer? Yeah, you heard me. A deep freezer. Why is that even there? Are they storing human organs? Popsicles? But just as I'm about to channel my inner ice cream sandwich, a guard bursts through the door and sees me mid-freeze. Rude. I jump out like a jack-in-the-box and sprint back upstairs. Luckily, I find a balcony and pull off a stealthy cliff jump escape. Except, not really stealthy and more like, please don't shoot me midair. I make it halfway to my getaway boat when I get spotted and lit up like a New Year's Eve firework. So, I reload. Bad idea. The game autosaved mid-stupid. I spawn out in the open and immediately get spotted again. I love that for me. I duck into some bushes and pray to the stealth gods. A guard runs over and listen. We're way past silent assassin now. I pop him real quick in the head, respectfully, and steal his clothes like I'm auditioning for a role in Hitman, the college years. Diana tells me to cause a distraction, so I try shooting a nearby SUV. It sets off the alarm, which is kind of a win. I was hoping for an explosion, but the car just yells instead. You know what? Close enough. The guards are successfully distracted, confused, but distracted, and with my best Agent 47 mall walk energy, a brisk jog over to the boat like it's the last ride at a Jurassic Park. And can we talk about that for a second? I'm a genetically enhanced killing machine, and my top speed is dad jogging across a beach. I've seen grandmas move faster at Black Friday sales. But hey, we made it. Mission complete. Kind of. Definitely not clean. Definitely not quiet. But hey, they didn't say how I had to get the job done. And that, my friends, is how you brilliantly bumble your way through a mission in Hitman 2. Was it clean? No. Was it smooth? Also no. But did I walk out of there with a Nitro Freak rating, 2 glorious stars, and a time of 15 minutes and 14 seconds? Absolutely. What does Nitro Freak mean? I have no idea. But it sounds like I should be either racing muscle cars or selling energy drinks. Either way, I'll take it. Honestly, I feel like 2 stars is generous considering I spent part of that mission crouched in a deep freezer, missed a car explosion on purpose, and turned Assassination into a low-budget action comedy. But hey, results are results. Thanks for watching me weaponize chaos once again. If you enjoyed this little trip through Hawke's Bay, hit that like button like it's a propane tank. Subscribe for more questionable stealth and absolute nonsense, and drop a comment if you've ever gotten Nitro Freak rating and still had no idea what it meant. Let's suffer together. Next time, we're heading to Miami, where the targets are faster, the stakes are higher, and I will absolutely try to assassinate someone while wearing a flamingo costume. Until then, stay sneaky, stay dope, and I'll catch you next time on Hella Dope Orca Plays Hitman. Peace.